Mermaid Junkies, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Look, can you see I painted? It turned out so pretty. I love it so much. So what have you guys been up to? Last week I didn't do any videos. I apologize. But today I wanted to share a video with you called How a Mermaid Meditates. I've gotten several questions about meditation, and when I talk about meditation on my social media, what that entails. And I know there's lots of videos about, and everybody does it differently, but I'm just going to explain to you what I do. And it's basically, I took the entire process, the way that I meditate, from Abraham Hicks. And then I just modified it to like how a mermaid would meditate. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, the one thing that you're going to do is, and the reason that, first of all, let me tell you why meditation is so perfect, and it helps you to get into alignment, and it also helps you to stop thought, because that's the whole reason that we want to do meditation, because then you don't have any contradictions in your vibrational frequency. It elevates your spirituality. It helps you to basically see things the way Source sees them. And the main reason that we do this is because we want to stop thought, because our minds are always going. And you know, so a lot of people will do like other things to meditate. But the whole process, and the reason that we want to meditate the way that I'm going to tell you how I meditate, is because the other ways that people meditate still cause you to have thought. And I'll even say that this is better than praying. You know how, like, when people pray, they feel like that helps them to get into alignment. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that's true, because when you're praying, you're still in a train of thought, so to speak. So basically what you do, it's very simple, very easy. Get into comfortable clothing. You know, I do it before I even get out of bed. I just sit up in the, you know, prop the pillows back and sit up in my bed. If I'm not going somewhere, because sometimes I'll want to meditate by, you know, a lake or the ocean, the water, or something like that, because that's really what helps me to really relax. So you want to get in comfortable clothing. You want it to, it can be, you know, it can be bright, or it can be, you know, you can put the curtains closed or whatever. Whatever is going to help you to not be distracted. Now, I meditate with my eyes closed just because it helps me to focus on my breathing, because that's what I do to try to eliminate thoughts, because you know how your mind will wander, and it's going to wander. And so it might be more difficult for you in the beginning stages of just learning to meditate, because you'll realize how much that your brain hardly ever turns off. So I sit, you know, if I'm doing it at the house or whatever, I'll sit like right here. I will set my phone alarm onto a timer. And so I'll usually put it like at 16 minutes. I wouldn't recommend any more than 15 minutes a day. And so, but I set mine for 16 minutes. And then what I'll do is I'll put earbuds in my ears, and I found some beautiful like ocean waves and different meditation sounds, like, you know, sounds of the ocean and things like that. Whatever, I mean, it might be a rainforest, that whatever's going to help you to you know, fixate on your breathing. And so I will close my eyes, you know, relax, you know, put my earbuds in, and then I'll turn the crashing waves on, and I will just begin to breathe. And so I will breathe in 3 counts and exhale 5 counts, and keep doing that. And so what you're going to do as you're counting, You can focus on your breathing because that really helps, because when you're counting, you have to always, like, it'll cause you to keep focused, right? And then what you'll do is, you know, you'll try to transfix on a particular thing. Like, there's a seagull in the meditation sounds that I'll listen for. And so on my counts, I'll listen for that seagull. And so it helps me to stay focused on trying to listen for that sound. And so it stops all my thoughts. You can listen to a trickling of, of the sink, or the air conditioner vent blowing out air. Maybe your refrigerator makes a particular noise, and you could think about that and do your counting. So count in 3, exhale 5 breaths, and keep doing that. Now, when your mind wanders, because it's going to, you just keep redirecting yourself back to your breathing, or looking or searching for that sound. That's going to help you stay consistently in the meditational process. And so what begins to happen when you meditate, because I've realized that if I go like a day or two and don't meditate, I am less likely to be to feel like such a powerful creator, and I'm less likely to feel like invincible. Like when you meditate, and if some of you already do meditate, you'll recognize that when you meditate, you feel such a sense of like elevation, that you can accomplish, you can be, do, or have anything that you want, because it aligns you with how source is. And so a lot of times after meditation, I'll get beautiful, beautiful inspirational thoughts and just processes of just all kinds of creativity. I mean, it elevates you to this space of feeling like you're godlike. You feel so powerful. And so it's actually becomes quite addictive. Like, you'll want to meditate because it puts you in such a good frequency and a good sense of stabilization for, your goals, dreams, desires, manifesting, abundance. And so that's how I meditate. And I choose to do it, a lot of times I will do it near water. I'll even meditate like in the bathtub, draw some water and put some essential oils, some lavender in there, and burn some candles and things. And I obviously, these are the other things too that I totally forgot to say that I do, is that I will light a candle. I will set a powerful intention before I start my meditation. And it's not a huge big ordeal or a big process or anything. It's just something that's been weighing on your mind, maybe, or something that you would like answered from source or your inner being, or something that you want to find an answer to. You will set the beautiful, powerful intention to source, and know that after meditation, or somewhere along your day or something, you will receive the answer to that. And so I will set a powerful intention. I also burn a candle because I feel like I've always loved candles. Candles bring me such happiness. I mean, just to have a candle, a little tea light or a votive, I really, really love it. And so the wonderful thing about when you meditate is that you want to create a space that is warm and enveloping and makes you feel happy and calm and at peace. And so obviously, if I can't be at the water all the time, to meditate, or on the beach, because I don't live on the beach right now, I have the waves and those sounds and stuff, and it creates such a beautiful serenity for me. And the other things that I will do as well is I will use essential oils. And so a big one that I use is balance, as well as frankincense. And I'm a doTERRA advocate, wellness advocate. So I do sell doTERRA essential oils. Like, they're the purest on the planet. They're certified therapeutic grade oils, and you can't find those hardly in any places. You can't go to your health food store and get them, even though they're really astronomically expensive. All of my essential oils that I use that are from doTERRA, you can consume them internally. And so that is how you know that they are exceptionally the highest top therapeutic grade in the country for pure essential oils. So they work. I haven't had insurance in, I don't know, 7 years, but my essential oils are my medicine. So anyway, my whole point is that I use frankincense because it's a very ritualistic type of, and they use it for a lot of meditation. And I mean, if you remember, it's just a little trivia, is that like Christ, Jesus, when he was born, myrrh and frankincense were one of the 2 oils. And so there's a whole dialogue about why frankincense was at the ceremonial of the birth of Christ, which is kind of cool. Anyway, it's just a little trivia. But anyway, my whole point is that it's a very highly spiritual oil, frankincense is. And so it's probably my favorite oil of all of the oils that I use. And so those are the things. Sometimes too, if I'm really feeling like I really need a little extra oomph, kind of, I will select 2 crystals and I'll hold them in my palms. I'll select 2 crystals and hold them in my palms if it's a particular thing that my powerful intention is being set for. And then I will select those particular crystals for that meditation process for that particular day. Like today, I used my rose quartz because that's very the heart chakra, and it's also a like for self-love and feeling worthy. Because if you've listened to my if you've been on my social media, you know that this week I've really been thinking a lot about worthiness and why my manifestations, some of them aren't coming to fruition as quickly as or promptly as I had wanted them to. And I think it's because I'm realizing what my gap is, and my gap is that I really internally have still a little bit I still have remnants of unworthiness. And it's just a belief system that I'm trying to work through. Oh, apologize for that. I tripped the stand. Anyway, and so the rose quartz was one of them, and the other one was amethyst, just because amethyst, I really just love it, and it made me feel happy when I looked at it. And it's the amethyst crystal clusters, and you've probably seen it on my Instagram page, but it's one of my favorites. I love it. It's my birth month as well, so I've really felt this sense of connection with those 2 today. So I hope this served you, and I hope that it helped you to know that, meditation is not like a huge, big ordeal. A lot of people think that, they don't have time for meditation. And you know what? If that's going to set you on the path to a beautiful, wonderful, creative, happy, internal joy, it's going to give you internal joy and make you feel such self-love and happiness and great confidence and everything. Why wouldn't you? Like, you can't afford not to meditate, is how I kind of look at it. And it's a real easy thing, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. And as always, I'm yours until my next swim. Ciao.